Okay, so I've gone ahead and added all these buttons in. So now I just want to render it so it looks a bit more realistic and like the materials I want to use. So I'm going to go along here to the render tab. Okay, and I'm going to go to appearance gallery, and this gives you all the different materials you can use. So I'm going to use this drop down and I'm going to use the Photolux library, and I'm going to go to plastics to start with, and I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to make the cube clear. So I'm going to use advanced plastic clear. I might use yellow actually, and then I'm just going to select the cube part, click on the material that I want, and it's actually done everything, but I've changed the buttons to different colours as I go through. So that sort of is the clear yellow, right? So I just need to make sure it's not selected. Now I can go and find another coloured plastic. So if I go to advanced plastic matte, and I've got different colours here, so I can do one of the buttons I'll make black. So I'm going to select the crescent button, click on the black. No, that didn't work, sorry. I'm going to select the crescent, click on black, and it's changed to black. Right, and then I can go through and I can choose some different colours for the other ones. So I'm going to go, I'll try the gloss plastic. I'm going to go to the circular button, select it, and change that to yellow. Okay, and then we'll add in some other materials. So if we go to maybe wood, and we'll choose the cherry. As you hover over them, it tells you the material. So this is unfinished, and that's varnished, and that's polished. So I'll use the polished one, and I'm going to select. So I can also use the paintbrush and select the part on here. So select that one, and then click OK up here, and that's changed that to wood. And then if I go to metal, up here, and I'll go to maybe gold, and I'll just hover over it to see which ones I want. So I'm going to use brushed gold, and I'm going to make the square button brushed gold, and then this the random shaped one I'll go and make maybe stone. So I've got some different types of stone here, so I'll use this one, put it on clear, and click OK. So now I've got different materials selected for the different parts. That's why we needed to create all the parts separately, so we could add different materials. Right, now if I go to render setup, and I'm going to change this setting here to maximum. I'm going to go to watermark, and I'm going to turn the watermark off, otherwise you get on your render sort of says Creo parametric, which we don't want. And I can also go to options, to output, and I can change the size that I want. So it's saying at the moment it's set to render to full window, so I want to render it as a JPEG. I can also select where it's going to end up. It's going to end up in my working directory as a JPEG image, and I'll just leave it on that for now, but you can change that and make it bigger if you want. Right, I'm also going to select perspective view, so it's a bit more realistic. And I can zoom in and pan to get it where I want it. I'm also going to go to scene, and the one that I find works best, but you can play around with some different ones, is Photolux Studio Soft. So that has a file which replicates the lighting of a studio. And then I want to go to room, and I just want to make sure that the floor is in the right place. So if I click on here, it just drops it so that my object is sat on there. Right, that's all set up, and I can just press render, and it's going to go through and render that, which might take a little while. Right, I won't record all of this. I'll let that render, and then I'll put an image of it on the PowerPoint so you can see how it looked.